for Gemini for the month of January. All right, welcome to the Queen's Tarot. We will be going through what's in store for January for the sign of Gemini. All right, so right off the bat, you got the Magician card twice, once in your yearly reading and then in your monthly reading as well. So this is definitely a time for you to take power over any situation that is occurring in your life right now, and for you to really take charge and manifest whatever it is that you want to see. And Pentacles have come up twice for you, so this is about your money matters and what's going on for you money wise in 2020. Maybe your finances aren't exactly where you would like them to be right now, and you're looking forward to seeing more money in your pocket, more money from whatever it is you do for work. So right now, especially with the Knight of Pentacles, it's not that you're completely out of money, Gemini, but you really do need to manifest more money in your life. And know that this financial situation of yours is totally in your control and all about what you manifest for yourself. So think about what you want to desire here with the Wands here in this picture of the Magician on this card. And really think about that and use your thoughts as your weapon, as your tool to get what it is that you want, and then imagine what you want in your future and really feel it as if it's already happened and you're going to see that money manifest for you. So the Knight of Pentacles is here in reverse along with the Judgment card in reverse. So this may be that you had some poor judgment on some spending matters in the past, and because of that your finances are a little low right now. I think for the year of January, this is going to be about making better decisions for you. You also have the Nine of Swords. So there might have been a little bit of worry based on a past decision that you made that may have been a hasty decision, something that you kind of made quickly and didn't really think about all of the effects of that decision later. So you're a little concerned about your bills, about how you'll be able to pay those bills as well, and you're realizing you made a poor decision, but you're looking forward to the future and what the future holds and how you can recuperate from that. So yeah, so whatever decision this was, and this doesn't have to be money, this could be time, anything that's a resource to you, but for most of you it does represent money, and for you it's really around something that you did, that you spent, maybe it could be time that you spent with someone that you should have spent working on a project. It could be funds that you spent on one thing when they should have gone to something else, and you feel a little bit at a stalemate because of that. Your finances have been stalled a little bit, and you're looking at how you can move forward and recover from this financial loss. So you had a lot of options here with the Seven of Cups reversed. You had different choices that you could have made, and you chose the one that didn't serve you the best. And with this Three of Cups in reverse, there may have been someone that you spent this money for. There may have been people encouraging you to have poor spending habits. But either way, this was definitely a choice that you kind of felt some peer pressure about. You kind of felt people pressing you to make a choice that maybe benefited them, or maybe because they just all wanted to have fun and you wanted to have fun too, and so you made this choice. But now you're seeing that this is a part of this is like a poor habit that you have of making poor financial decisions, and this is a part of a toxic pattern that I actually talk about in your 2020 reading also, so go check that out. But it's about a pattern that you need to release of spending money in a way that doesn't serve you and is actually self-sabotage for you, really. And with this Two of Wands in reverse, this is about you continually making the wrong choice, looking to the wrong alternative. So let's see what's causing this for you. I'm just gonna draw a couple more cards to pick up on what this is. Again, okay, so we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Five of Swords upright, and then the Knight of Swords in reverse. And so what this is showing about this decision that you keep making is that it's like you're not really making the decision that you truly want in your heart. Instead, there might have been people around you growing up that influenced you to make decisions that were not for your best benefit, whether they meant to or not. They might have just never trained you or showed you, been an example of how to make positive, productive decisions, especially in the financial realm. So the Knight of Swords in reverse shows that you're not thinking these decisions through. You're not thinking your consequences of those decisions through, how they're affecting you, and how they're going to affect your life in the future. The Ten of Pentacles also came up, showing that with it being upright, this is something that you can change. This is something about yourself that you can get through, so that you can be more prosperous. So this is definitely an area of your life that needs to grow this year, starting in January. Start at the beginning of the month, and that way you don't have to worry about it being an issue for the rest of the year. If you start problem solving on it, fixing your thought process, and making better decisions at this moment now. So we also had the Nine of Wands that came up. So this is just an area that the universe wants you to work on, that it wants you to put your focus on, so you can get what you want, because your desires are close to you. However, because of this self-sabotaging behavior you have of being financially irresponsible, it's causing what you want to not be as close in your reach as what it could be. If you were financially stable right now, or if things were going financially well for you, if all your ducks were all in a row, then you might be able to see your goal happen 3 months down the line, where because of the mistakes that you made or the poor decisions that you made in the process of learning how to make better decisions, this goal might be 6 months down the line, or it might happen in October for you when it could have happened in March. So this is about you learning from your mistakes so that you can make better decisions. The Knave of Wands or the Page of Wands is also here, letting you know that you fixing this habit, this financial habit for you, is going to be the first step to you achieving your dreams and desires. This is what you need to do in order to get from point A to point B in your life, as far as making those desires come to fruition for you. We also have the Ace of Pentacles upright, just showing that there is prosperity in your future. This is going to happen for you, as far as you having the financial means to reach those dreams and goals that you have for 2020, starting in January. But you just have to get the situation right so you can start with a good foundation. So I'm going to pull some extra cards to see what else is happening for you this month. So the Six of Pentacles came up, as well as the Emperor in reverse and the Tower. So what you really need to do is to support yourself this month. Look at how you can educate yourself, maybe on financial literacy, if that's something that you need to understand more, how to spend your money, how to budget your money, so you can become empowered. With this Emperor card in reverse, your spending habits are disempowering you, but this is something that needs to lead to a breakthrough for you, so that you can have a better life and you can go to those goals even faster in the future. So this doesn't become a roadblock for you. So this is also the King of Swords, and the issue with your spending is just a symptom of a bigger issue that has to do with your thought process. So for you, your thought process is really what's keeping you from achieving your goals. And when you think certain thoughts, when you feel certain things, and then make negative decisions, maybe to solve your, soothe anxiety, it might be to make you feel better about yourself, that you then go and spend and end up spending on the wrong things. So look to the root of your thought patterns when you're spending. What are you thinking? And those are negative thoughts, then that's something that also needs to be addressed. But I'm just going to pull some extra cards here to see what's going on. So what it looks like for you, Gemini, is that you often, when negative things happen to you, you then get into a spiral of negative thoughts, represented here by the King of Swords. And with this Three of Pentacles, just bringing out the elements in this King of Swords, clarifying it here. you use your money to support you emotionally. And what you could be doing in order to support yourself emotionally instead, as an alternative, is hard work. Is really looking at all the progress that you made and then making more progress in order to encourage yourself, to make you feel supported, to see that you are making progress even when you have minor failures and setbacks, because everybody has failures and setbacks in life. So there's no reason to bring yourself even further from your goal by overspending, by putting yourself back financially, because then you have to clean up that your finances, that mess afterwards. So that's something that you want to change how you address that. So there's also a Knave of Pentacles that came up in reverse for you, or the Page of Pentacles. This is also about changing your relationship around money. Money isn't your only resource. So remember that when it's time for you to find a way to soothe yourself, you don't have to spend in order to self-soothe. You can also encourage yourself. You can get around people that encourage you. Maybe you should write in a journal. Maybe that'll be a good emotional resource for you to be able to get through rough feelings that you're feeling or negative thought patterns. So again, with the Ace of Swords, it looks like what you need to do in order to change your relationship with money, your spending, and your poor spending habits is to change your thoughts. Those negative thoughts, turn them into positive. And with the Ace of Swords here, really take charge of your thoughts. And then also with the Page of Pentacles here in reverse, right next to the Ace of Swords, you need to find a way to support yourself emotionally. You need to find a way to support yourself energetically so that you can have those positive thoughts, so that you have something to fall back on as a support system when things do get rough in life. Because when you experience something, as we all do, that's challenging, it's easy to go to the first thing that you're used to in order to make yourself feel better. And for you, Gemini, that happens to be to go your finances, to maybe go on a little shopping spree or doing some online shopping. But what you really need to do is to find other ways to support yourself emotionally, to be that cushion for you when you do fall down, when you do have lessons and challenges in life that you need to learn from. So I'm going to pull a few more cards for you to see what else is going on for you during the month. And it looks like you might encounter some challenges around your job or around work this month if you haven't already. If you've already encountered this, then this is what has gotten you to this place of overspending, of being a little irresponsible financially. If you haven't had this happen yet, then it is something that's going to happen further down the line this month. And when that does happen, as a Four of Pentacles popped up for you too, that's going to be a time for you to implement these new skills of supporting yourself, of being able to find a way to bounce back without emptying your pockets in order to do that. King of Pentacles also showed up. So the universe wants you to focus on how to support yourself. And not only that, but that's going to be a big focus for January. You're going to come across little things that might happen, occurrences that happen for you to be able to go ahead and to practice these new routines, to practice these new positive habits in your life. So that's going to be something that happens for you to be able to break these negative habits also. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you guys just to see what else is going on for you. So for the month of January, trust and niggle. And this came up in reverse. But what is a niggling feeling trying to tell you? So over the month of January, you're going to encounter a lot of gut feelings. You're going to encounter things that happen that are going to trigger your intuition. And it's really important for you, especially when it comes to spending habits, for you, Gemini, for this month, to trust your gut. If you feel like that you shouldn't spend, there's going to be times when you see, a sale on your favorite product, you see a sale on makeup, or you see a sale on clothes, or whatever it is for you, sneakers, whatever it is for you. And you're going to be tempted to spend, and you're going to get that gut feeling, that tug in your gut not to do it. And it's important to listen to that. So this is also about connecting to your intuition. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So maybe in a past life you were poor, maybe in a past life, or maybe that's something that you're still working out in your present lifetime. This is about releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So maybe you have some negative connotations around money, some negative ideas around that, or maybe you just feel like for whatever reason that good things don't happen to you, that you can't earn but a certain amount in life, or that you can't get past a certain amount financially. And this is about you breaking that that soul contract, breaking that negative thought pattern in your life so that you can have the best that life has to offer for you. And then also trust your past. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So I would also like to encourage you in the month of January to really dream big with your goals, to see if you had all of the resources, what would you be doing goal-wise this year, and to trust that the universe will bring those resources to you, that it'll bring you that it'll bring it to you along your path. Also know, with the word support in this oracle card for you, this goes back to a lot of the pinnacles that you got in your spread and being that support for yourself. Also know that the universe is here to support you. So it's good to take time out in January to connect with the universe, to meditate, to get crystals that have to do with carnelian is really good for grounding. Tiger's eye, I believe, has some good elements for grounding and for focusing and manifesting also. So really take time out in nature to connect with the universe. Take time outside of your goals to relax and separate yourself from the busy schedule that you have, and to connect with your inner self and connect spiritually so that you can be supported by that also. Because you don't always have to rely on other people for support. There are other ways that you can support yourself and get that encouragement that you need. And the universe is always here for you. So that's your January 2020 reading, Gemini. My number is below if you guys would like personal readings. Make sure you check back because I'm always posting new readings to the page. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.